Hey, this is Notser, and today we're taking a look at the Georgia Premium Tier 9 American Battleship on Haven. This is a tank build. I did play a game prior to this, literally just prior to this game on stream, that was a secondary build of the Georgia. And they had very similar outcomes, with this one being more impressive. So we're going to talk about the game, my build, and my hesitancy towards secondaries. For the module build, main armament protection, lower chance of flood and fire, improved secondary gun range, faster rudder shift, concealment, improved main battery accuracy. For the commander, incoming fire alert, faster turret traverse, adrenaline rush, improved AA and priority sector, emergency repair, concealment, and fire prevention. This is the build that feels very effective on the Georgia, on the Ohio, on the Massachusetts. You might be saying to yourself, well, I mean, slot 6, you took extended range on my secondaries. Honestly, the reason I took that is because there's not really another skill that competes directly with it for the Americans. You can't get accuracy. Accuracy is a slot 6 trait. Faster turret traverse for 30 seconds. I mean, it's like 26 seconds, so you'll barely notice that. Improved priority sector activation. Yeah, that would be really helpful for this game. You know, the lack of carriers. I always love it when I have skills that I've taken and equipment that provide no benefit whatsoever to my gameplay. It's always very much what I'm looking to do as a player. Clearly not. And then, on top of that, you could extend the range of the guns. Now, I don't know about you, but I think the range is just fine. I don't really need to extend it further. So the secondary range is kind of the de facto standard for the Georgia, just in general. So it's not suggesting, please don't take that as a suggestion that secondaries are completely viable and effective and efficient. No, it's just, out of all the options that are available, seemed like the most pertinent. I wouldn't say that in this game you're going to notice it all that much, but it's an option, so we're going to run with that. But the tank build I have played with extensively. You probably know how it plays. I really was interested in just further exploring the viability of secondaries, and honestly, I don't know. Ooh, here we go. Broadside, North Carolina. Aim at the waterline with the 457s. Healthy broadside. 24,000 damage. A citadel. And maybe he will think twice before he does a play like that again. Hopefully. Now, because of the angle and the position, I was able to leverage the islands that were blocking most of the enemies, so I could fire basically for free. And I didn't really have to consider any maneuvering after that. So that ended up being, obviously, a great trade. It's always great when you do 24,000 damage and take 0 damage. That's a really great trade. Can we do it again? Not really, but we still got 10,000 with 2 shells making contact, so I'm not going to complain. We're doing pretty good damage, and we're putting ourselves in a position to succeed. So, as far as I'm concerned, nothing from this point needs to be changed. Enemy York probably wants to change his luck. So we aim at the waterline, and it's not looking good for him. No, it wasn't looking good for him. No safe haven, my friend. We did get a little bit of secondary damage. It honestly doesn't have any bearing, considering our citadels wiped that guy out. I was like, okay. That's the kind of damage I like to see. Taking out the York. We're getting harassed by the DDs that are trying to capture the base just north of my position. While we're doing this, of course, we're aiming at these broadside battleships or even slightly angled and maneuvering. I am also doing the same. Back and forth. It's important. Reason I have incoming fire alert is for that active maneuvering. You can throw off the shots, just as we did with the Amagi, and drop off a detection and then fire again. And then he has to try and return fire, and that window is again available for me to maneuver. So trying to have players tank or send their shells at me and tank them for my team is absolutely the goal here. And the only reason I wouldn't be taking damage is the enemy's choices in the game. But I love this build because as a battleship, I am encouraged to be seen, to take damage, for people to shoot at me. So it's really hard for me to want to recommend a secondary build because it takes away so much from that. And you might be going, oh, well, you're still a battleship. Yeah, you're still a battleship. But if you invest so much in offensive skills and you can never actually bring those to bear because you're either dead or not in range, they're pretty much a useless skill. So I'm always struggling with myself on making my build efficient, useful, and meta viable is the goal. I never want my build to feel very situational. One of the best examples I think of recent is the Austin. The Austin is a very situational ship. It needs a very specific situation for success, and if it doesn't get that situation, it's very frustrating. Battleships don't really need that kind of situation to develop, especially if you're making use of tankiness and traits like that. So we push back the enemy with our damage output. I'm coming back towards the middle, hoping to maybe contest and pick on a DD that last spotted near us. Enemy Friesland. This is going to give us a broadside opening to take a shot for free. Hopefully it ends up being free. You know, we get 3 overpen. There's nothing surprising about that as a battleship. God, I have such a crazy, silly story in my Montana. I was playing my Montana, and I had 2 Seattles and a Cleveland, all broadside, less than 9 kilometers, all overpen. I finally got 1 Citadel on a Seattle, but it was the most frustrating situation because I easily pumped 20 to 30 shells into the waterline of these cruisers in my Montana, all overpin. It's all going to overpin with 457, so you don't really have that frustration because you know that's what's going to happen. But I certainly have frustration from my choice here. This seems a little overextended. And based on the enemy's positioning, that would confirm why. The enemy has pushed through and captured pretty much all the bases. And you don't want to overrun the flank. You don't want to overrun the line of battle. If you go too far, it's easy for them to surround you and knock you out. We're taking damage from, I think, a Kitakaze in the smoke. I can't obviously engage him or see him. So the next best thing, this Lenin who's broadside to our position, get a nice healthy Citadel, 20,000 damage. That's definitely going to work for our team. And I'm trying to get in front of the line of battle. Teammates are doing a good job of normalizing the kills. The enemy has had 3 bases to our 1 for a while, so we do have a point discrepancy. But, you know, if the Lenin and a couple other enemies want to stay broadside like this, you know, maybe we can make it up quickly. So once again, we fire at the waterline, get pretty good damage. Yeah, we get like 15,000 damage. Abel Marl is rocking the Decepticons camouflage, so I'd like to take him out too. The greed is definitely real right here. You can feel the Lenin. Oh, you know, he's low. I can finish him with this salvo. We have that enemy cruiser there as well. Would love to kill him too. Is this going to be enough? Nope. Don't know where those shells went. Yeah, Jarvis. Don't know where those shells went. They did not go on the Lenin though. And that was a disappointing salvo. And response, yeah, Jarvis. We had a really disappointing salvo. In response to that, though, I'm thinking, you know, this guy's broadside. I got AP. I can sit it out. I can knock him out. That's what we're going to do. We don't even have to worry about the Lenin. Everything's going to go according to plan. Of course, it doesn't go quite according to plan, and we earn high caliber and Confederate. Nice. Ooh. Someone else gets the kill. That's just how it goes. But, you know, the Lenin and Abel, both of them knocked out. We contributed a lot to that, so, you know, I guess that's good. Enemy Iowa pushing through. Just like that, he is outnumbered, and I'm hoping that I can outgun him with a broadside. Front guns are traversing incredibly slow. Iowa does take out Helena. Not a surprise there, since he can overmatch. And he's changed his focus to the Lenin. I would really like to kill this guy off before he hurts the Lenin. Shell misses a little high. Doesn't Citadel. Front guns still traversing. Our secondaries are going off. But, I mean, they're not really going to hit anything. And, you know, that's okay. Because, as we're going to showcase, and as we are showcasing, they don't really do anything anyway. They're very inaccurate, very inconsistent. Maybe you get a fire here or there, but you can't rely on that, so you shouldn't rely on it. You should rely on your armor, your angle, your strategy. And I think we're going to finish this guy off. He's going to get one last salvo off on us. We knock him out before he can ram. Enemy North Carolina also in the area, and he's also broadside. Great position to be in. We've punished 3 battleships. Ooh, shell dips just a little too low. And that's just from the position I am to him. I need to elevate the shells just a little bit. And we do correct our position. Fortunately, we don't get the Citadel. But the back gun is available, and once again, Lenin gets the kill. We got 190,000 damage, and just like that, 3, 4, 5 enemy ships, and what is that? There's a DD capturing A. I do not want to play with you. Wish my speed boost was available. If you ever feel uncomfortable like this, and there might be like a DD close, you can always just sail away from him. How many of you have played DDs and have been frustrated by the battleship or the cruiser or the aircraft carrier just continuously sailing away from your position? It's almost impossible to send torpedoes and feel like you have a chance of hitting them. So for me, this is the easiest thing you can do, given the situation. Move away and re-engage with the knowledge that, you know, you're set up for success over here. Whereas I don't know what's behind me. I know I'm spotted, and I know I was, but I don't know if he is on the south side of the capture point, the north side, the mid side. I don't have enough information because the concealment of the ship is not accurate enough to make a call other than to disengage and then maybe reposition and re-engage. So we were hopefully going after that Italian battleship. Unsuccessful. But something is capturing this base, and we are spotted. And we luckily get inside of his detection, immediately come around the island. Best chance we've got to not only spot him, kill him. Unfortunately, our shells kind of miss. We only get 3. And oh, there's a Fletcher too. Great. So we know torpedoes are going to come this way. But because the Georgia has speed boost, I can stop-start on a dime. So I really want to try and wait to see torps, get as neutral thin as I can, and slow my speed. That's probably the best chance I've got. And oh, torpedoes come right, torpedoes come left. There might be another torpedo set for, oh, yep, there's the Fletcher torpedoes. We could still see a set from the Kinakaze. He could still have torpedo reload booster. I don't know that he does, but we do drop off detection because we don't fire a gun. And hello there! It's great to see you, Kinakaze. See you later. Goodbye. Fletcher, would you like to also say goodbye, my friend? Fletcher opens up on us. Teammates open up on the Fletcher, and that's the game. And we get over 200,000 damage. And it worked really well. Honestly, I tried secondaries and did a fantastic job, but not as good as this. And I think it's just down to the differences between tank and secondary and giving up too much. Thank you for watching the video. If you liked it, please like it. If you dislike it, dislike it. You could subscribe to my channel. We do World of Warship videos. My North American recruit invite is on the screen. You can take advantage of that. I stream at twitch.tv/Notser. Thank you and have a wonderful day.